The humor that I want to talk about has to do with relationships, my girlfriend, sex, being a lesbian, love, all the matters of the heart. Those are the things I like to talk about, as well as doing some political stuff and topical stuff, social stuff. But I really, I've always wanted to talk about myself and, you know, the things that have happened to me and that I feel are common to all of us. And so, of course, I had to be gay. I wanted to be in the mainstream very badly. I still do, and am working towards that now as an out lesbian comic. People don't know, they don't have images. I think they have images of gay men, of fags. I think that they think of all these funny things about gay men. Gay men are so funny, but lesbians, they're scary to people. I don't think there's any common images until just recently, in the last year or two in the media, there's finally been some representation of lesbians. So it's beginning to change, and yet I feel like I'm pioneering new territory. I think the gay and lesbian comedy scene is growing, exploding, and yet I'm really tired of having everything so separated in this culture. I'm really tired of feeling like, well, you got the gay and lesbian comics performing for the gay and lesbian people over here. You got that nice little thing going over there. And then, well, it used to be like that for blacks. Blacks performing for blacks. And now blacks are very much, in fact, on top of the comedy scene, in the clubs and on TV and in the series and in the movies. They are at the forefront, I think, in some ways, and it didn't used to be that way. And I think that gays, in some ways, we are where blacks once were, in terms of not being accepted yet. We're not quite sure we want to let you in. And I really think we should be let in. And I don't think that it will end the gay and lesbian comedy scene for gay and lesbian audiences. I think that's where we get our support so that we can go and take these risks.
Hello! Thank you for coming out! We love that! So I have lesbian haircut number 4. There are 10 of them. I see a 3 back there. Aren't these phallic shaped? I worked in radio a long time, you know, and interviewed a lot of people. And invariably, I put the microphone in people's face, you know. And people will always go, yeah, I'll talk to you, but like, get that big penis out of my face! You know, and I always want to be the woman to invent the world's first breast-shaped microphone. Would that be great? Because instead of people going like this, they'd be going, oh yeah, I'll look into that. Sure. Oh yeah, no problem. Oh yeah, sure. Oh yeah. I think language is really funny. You know, have you ever wondered what people mean when they say the computer went down on me? Hey, I want one. What is that, a wang? I saw a headline in the National Enquirer. It said, large alcoholic women burst into flames. I don't know, but we were just sitting around having a couple of drinks and she blew up. Come on, Sally, get up. Your face looks like shit. There's a new group in San Francisco, you know, home of the 12-step groups. Have you heard about this? For compulsive talkers. Have you not heard about this? It's called On and On and On and On. I'm going to read a few personal ads I want to share with you. And if any of you, you know, anybody's here who wrote any of these ads, would you please let us know? We'd like to share. These are from the Bay Times here in San Francisco. And first of all, I want to talk about this trend that is occurring. There's a thing occurring in the women's community sexually, I guess. This whole thing that, like, there's all these ads about, about asses. Butt fucking. I just want to read you a little bit of a couple of them, okay? Just so you can see what I'm talking about. You're in high heels and stockings, bent over and handcuffed to a table while one of us fucks with your ass and the other one fucks with your head. Girls, I have a serious ass fetish that I'm just dying to get satisfied. If you'd like to have a dark, voluptuous, nasty-minded white girl slut pay attention to your ass for hours at a time, then read on. I would never answer these ads, but they make for good porno reading, don't you think? I'd like to do any or all of the following to you: look at and admire your ass, make you show it off to me in various positions and stages of dress and undress, make you bend over my knee, bend over my furniture, or get down on all fours with your ass stuck high in the air, fondle and squeeze and hump your butt like a dog while you wriggle and squirm and plead for more, spank, paddle, whip, and flog until your cheeks are bright red and burning, and of course, fuck you up the ass long and hard and nasty until you melt. Now listen to the next part. She goes, I don't care about your race, your age, your size, your den, and I don't even care if you have a head. I don't really even care if you have any arms or legs. I just want your butt. Just give me your butt. Just the body parts, okay? Just give me those butts to fuck. I just want those asses all lined up so I can fuck the butts. Let me just fuck the butts. I don't care about you. Just your butt. Seems like women are becoming like the guys in the 70s. Somebody said we'll have glory holes for women. Putting your breasts in them, putting your fingers, I don't know. It's ill. That's what it is. It's ill. What?
Women's liberation.
Women's liberation. Well, that's nice. Thank you for sharing. Who the fuck asked you, babe? Now listen to this. There's some other ones in here. Now, see, you guys have phone sex, I guess, a lot. This is a big thing with guys now. They're calling up all these 900 numbers. And I think, well, that's just perfect, Like, you guys can lie about anything, right? You can say, hi, hello, I'm smart. I'm hung. And I don't have any intimacy problems. Try to catch up with that there. Okay, listen to this woman's ad. She goes, long nails and a nice smile. Now, every self-respecting lesbian knows long nails are not okay. Ah! No. Oh, okay. And this woman's headline says, average gal. Now, if you're wanting to attract somebody, you don't put in the headline, average gal. I mean, that's not what I'm looking for. Oh, yeah. When I'm looking for somebody, I don't want somebody really special, just somebody kind of average. She goes, no drugs or smokers, please. Light drinking, okay. Particularly scotch drinkers. Oh, no, I never did. Give me the bottle. And you guys, it seems like guys have like two different kinds of ads. There's these kind of ads. I like movies, swimming, and cuddling. I'm into cuddling, intimacy, cuddling, companion seeking. I love to cuddle. The male lesbians. And yeah, there's those kind of ads, and then there's these other kind of ads. Uncut, low hangers, bull balls, mushroom heads, unusual cocks, especially welcome, shaved crotch, and or balls, all of these a plus. Let's have lunch and beat off in the John. You guys, it's either like cuddling or like, there's some middle ground here. And there's a woman I wouldn't want to meet. She goes, you are your own woman, except in my bed. Where you are my own little slut, eager to submit. I am big and strong, yet gentle and easygoing, except in my bed, where I am mean and forceful and cruel. Life is much weirder than ever before. How about this woman? She goes, I live in Berkeley. I'd like a walking companion who drives. Wait a minute, is that so I have to drive alongside and when you're tired you can just get in? Fat, juicy, butch bottom. What is that? Dykes only reply. Yeah, like there was some heterosexual truck driver going, oh, that looks good. Oh, shit. And finally, I'm 5'2", 130 pounds, professional, non-butch, and non-Christian. Okay, like the opposite of that is a butch Christian, which I think is really funny. It's like, honey, let's pray. I said pray. Is it hot in here? Is it just me?
Just you.
Should you... Oh, I finally found a bank I can really enjoy. It's S&M banking at Naughty American Savings and Moan. It's great. They give you like a free whipping with every deposit. And they have dominatrix tellers and crawl-up banking, my favorite. I went in to see my customer sadist representative the other day, and she said, "Shut up, sit down, give me that!" It felt great. And then I went over to see my Moan officer, and she said, "Shut up, sit down, give me that." They kept me tied up there all day. I applied for a loan. I was turned down. I felt humiliated. I just loved it. Naughty American Savings and Moan, the bank that gives you what you really deserve. So let's talk about relationships. Why is it that the things people love about you in the beginning of the relationship are the things that they hate about you later? Have you noticed this? You know, like in the beginning, it's, you know, you're just so creative. Get a job. Oh, I think short men are sexy. Out of my way, Gumpy. I just love a woman with gray hair. You're so old. You know, you are always there for me. No, you are always there. You have such beautiful eyes. Stop staring at me! I think that you can tell a lot about yourself by the books you're reading. I was looking through my bookcase the other day, and I noticed that first there were the light books. There was Living in the Light, Dancing in the Light, You Are the Light, Turn Off the Light, Living in the Darkness, Dancing in the Darkness, Gee, it's dark in here, lighten up! But as soon as you lighten up in life, then something always goes wrong, doesn't it? Like your lover breaks up with you. And that section of my bookcase was huge. Wounded beyond belief. You don't have to suffer. The courage to grieve, the courage to heal, the courage to forgive, the courage to live, the courage to die, the courage to read another one of these books. Crying is healing. How to cry, when to cry. The more I suffer, the funnier I get. Anger is healing. Women in anger. I'm angry. Touch me and I'll kill you. I was at this meditation intensive, and this is what they kept telling us to do. They told us to breathe in and say, "I am," and breathe out and say, "I am." And they gave us a lot of caffeine and sugar at this particular intensive. So, you know, our eyes were closed, but inside our eyes were going like this. And I was very devout. It's been a very rough year, and I was breathing in. I am. It's a true story. I am. I am. I am. I am. I am. I am. And after about 5 minutes of very intense meditation, I breathed in. I am. And I heard this voice, like the voice of an old Jewish man inside the back of my head, and he said, "So what?" So that's my mantra. I am, so what? We have some very wild lesbians over here to my right. I just want the audience to know that there's... have you been to the sex club? Have you been over there? You're not? Now, see, that's the tip. What are you, Geminis? Fucking chicken shits. Okay, now let's talk about lesbian sex, you know, because lesbians are so invisible. This book is called The Joy of Lesbian Sex. How many of you lesbians remember this book? Or male lesbians remember it? Yes. Women over 30. Okay. On the next Oprah Winfrey show. Okay, fine. Lesbians who remember the feminist movement. Thank you. Okay, fine. Anyway, I bring this book into my act because it is written so poorly that I thought I would share some things with you. You male lesbians will enjoy it, and you fags will just have to play along, and you straight people might actually grow from the experience. But don't grow in front of me too much, okay? It says in the introduction, lesbianism in the popular imagination has been a phenomenon somewhat like China. That's what it says. Like China, there has been a great wall around the lesbian. Yeah, the great vaginal wall of China. Now, it has it all in dictionary form, and it lists the category called big toe. Now, this is a perfect example of how desperate lesbians are to always be finding something new to put in there. You know, well, let's see, what can I put in there now? This, my hand, my mouth, my head, my feet, got the dildos on, and got, let's see, oh, my feet, oh yeah. I thought that if I'm going to do this in my show, that I should try everything in it, but I couldn't get my other 4 toes to stay down, so. It says some women, however, prefer to masturbate with a hand. I love that. They don't say like your hand or her hand, but like the hand. Yeah, I gotta hand it to you. Or a dildo while they are toe fucking their partner, or simply wait for their turn. Am I still wet? In more restaurants than would care to be mentioned, toe fucking is an unannounced item on the menu. I have not been to these restaurants. Can you imagine? Y'all have the number 47 toe fucking? Oh, toe fucking, very fresh. Toe fucking is a means also of making love simultaneously to 2 women. Who will most likely be further stimulating each other as your feet perform. Blowing, one of the most effective warm-up acts before lovemaking, requires only an ordinary hair dryer with ribbons and feathers attached to the nozzle. Oh, sorry, honey. Now, are people having a significant age difference in their partners here tonight? Quite a bit of age between people? Yes? What's the age difference? 11 years younger. It says, if she is old and you are much younger, you can name in your lovemaking all the things that are cherished only when they are old. Lace, wine, mahogany, oak trees, antique jewelry, the yellowing pages of ancient books. Oh, mahogany. Oh, you old oak tree. Oh, you fine port. If you are old and she is much younger, tell her at the start that you're good and old. Don't let her say things like, but you look so young, as if they were compliments. Choose an environment with as many beautiful old things as you can. Let her experience you as old. Remember, she may well have loved her grandmother best of all women once. Come here, honey, let me gum ya! And finally, you can use your nose as far as you can to reach into her bush. I have never thought of this. Pressing particularly hard at the base of the clitoris. I think it's important to make that sound when you do this. Do this with me. Nobody ever does it. You guys are fools, man. You're really fools. That's so cute. We've got long noses. Thank you for sharing. You've got a big mouth also. I suppose you've been eating lots of pussy with that big nose and mouth. I'm so glad to hear you got your face in the business, eh? You'll find this next point particularly helpful. It'll be like the new lesbian bonding thing. Hi, how you doing? Yeah, I know. Such pressure, she goes on to say, they go on to say, such pressure cannot be constant, of course, since you have to breathe. I'm Marilyn Pittman. Thank you so much.